What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary, and we're taking a look at the brand new record from Mr. Thurston Moore entitled Screen Time, which came out on February 5th. Nice little surprise record from him. I always love it when an artist or a band does that. It makes for album release day on Friday. Makes for just a little more special release day. It's always fun for that. And this particular record, I think you can only stream it on Bandcamp right now. I couldn't find it on Spotify or Apple Music. Those are the only two major ones that I use. So if you found it elsewhere, let me know. You can hit me up on my channel. That'd be great. I'd like to pass that info along. But you can definitely listen to it on Bandcamp if you want to check it out after this review. Pretty remarkable that Thurston Moore has been making music for 45 years. And whether it's with Sonic Youth or whether he's collaborating or just going solo, it's even more remarkable how prolific his catalog of music is, and how it's just the quality of music that's there. I mean, the guy has broken barriers and created exceptional art in the process. And this new record is no different. Pretty exceptional that it comes only 5 months after By the Fire. He put that out last year. Pretty amazing record there. I definitely enjoyed listening to that. Screen Time, however, is something completely different, and I will say that fans of Thurston Moore will more than likely dig this record. It's true to his nature as far as experimental, and even people, if you've never even heard of Thurston Moore or Sonic Youth, you might just dig conceptually what's going on here with the record. It's really an interesting piece of work. So it's ostensibly a soundtrack for a noir film. So think of movies like The Big Sleep, Chinatown, Double Indemnity. If you've never seen any of those, you should check them all out because they're pretty awesome. The music itself is pretty simple. It pretty much, for the most part, sounds like Thurston on his guitar, messing around with the number of different instruments and components that he has for said guitar or guitars that were used on this record. But it's like I said, it's very simple in that regard. Maybe a few other instruments used sparsely throughout the recording, but it's 10 tracks. And the theme comes in really strong here because this album is about going home. I'm going to read the track listing to you. It starts with the song called, it's 10 songs. It starts with the song called The Station, then The Town, The Home, The View, The Neighbor, The Upstairs, The Dream, The Walk, The Park Bench, and then The Realization. And the music, it definitely comes off as ominous, and while there is, that blurring of good and evil in the noir concept, there really isn't any doubt that this return trip home is not for a good reason. It definitely strikes up the type of occasion where, you might be returning for a funeral, sadly, or something like that. The music just, it doesn't play to anything that reminds me of an uplifting trip home. But the cool thing about the record is that it is entirely instrumental, and so the listener is free to just have their own experience. Obviously, the track list is set up. There is a logical progression for these songs, and so it certainly is meant to evoke an experience, but that experience is uniquely your own in listening to this. There are no lyrics to guide you or tell a story. The story is your own, and it's pretty cool. Like I think for as much control as there is on the concept for this record, as far as just the way the songs are titled and framed, the fact that it's also conceptually that loose and that open for interpretation is just it's just typical Thurston Moore, just doing what he does so well, which is making dynamic art that challenges people, that pushes people to maybe reconsider their thoughts of what music or what the album might be. And I've always really appreciated him for that reason. I don't even know if this is pressed on vinyl. So I've been a little on the fence about whether I'm going to pass it or please it. I think I'm going to vinyl pass it just because it is something that you got to be in a particular mood for this record. I think I can always throw on Daydream Nation. I love that album. This particular record, though, is an experience that requires that you're ready for it, that you're in the proper state of mind for it. It's not like this mind-blowing thing, but you're also not going to want to commit to 40 minutes of this project if you're not really fully on board with it. But I do suggest checking it out. I will give it that vinyl pass, but listen to it. I think, like I said, Sonic Youth and Thurston Moore fans will probably more than likely dig this, and I think that the outside user listener, will definitely find something very unique and certainly one of a kind about this record. So I hope you find this review helpful. I hope you enjoy listening to the album. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and be sure to check out the live show on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to have Grant Nelson in the studio. He is a local director here in Tucson, Arizona. We're going to be talking about soundtracks, the role of music in film, all sorts of fun stuff. So it'll be a cool conversation. I hope you tune in. Until then, take care. This has been the Beat Sessions.